right on. Slowly but surely.
Right? We're just whittling away at her.
Come on.
If I knew what I was doing better, I'm still new to this class.
Fun, actually. Needing to heal. Those normal dungeon healing, kind of. This is different.
Oh, whoop! She went for you all of a sudden then. Enough's enough, she said.
Oh! I don't want to be in my character!
I think this is like the only time it's beneficial to have a bow.
I like it. Oh.
She just like ninja'd back there to stab you.
Come on.
Come on. Alright.
Those guys. Let's see what I get here. It's light, invigorating. I'm looking for medium, ideally.
Somebody want the slime crawl helm that can break it down easy?
Well,
I've got medium on if you need.
a medium sturdy, that's pretty good.
I got a heavy.
Heavy
Okay.
training. Is it alright if I take the medium from you if you don't need it?
Mm-hmm.
And I can get a transmute stone and make it divines.
Here. That's what I got.
Were you looking for other things as well?
Slime crawls. No, the shoulders don't drop from the dungeon. Do they drop from the chests?
The shoulders you have to get from the Undaunted.
Yeah, the keys.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Do you-
All right. Anyone up for the other one, Fungal Grotto 1?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, I Q is gonna.
Crown
Where is it?
repair.
Fungal
Charge.
Grotto 1.
Charge plus.
Everyone ready to join the queue, or do you want me to wait for a second? Actually, I should probably sell some stuff first. Fezes, where are you?
I'm going
Peddler of prizes.
to. Ah!
Stealing your merchant.
I love her.
Oh no.
I love how they made it land on your arm to talk to them.
It makes
Oh.
me so happy.
You got the crow out?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, let me change my gun.
The crow. It's my buddy. So.
Right, I am.
Second.
I am going to group whenever you guys are ready.
I'm gonna leave instance real quick just so I can consume the alien well again.
Sounds like a plan.
Me too.
I could
So
go
again?
for a bit of excitement.
Oh, my cat.
Oh,
Well, and I am ready.
Stop it.
everyone else ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Bungle Grotto.
Oh, this one shouldn't be too bad. This is a pretty easy one. What I remember. anyways.
Yeah. Fungal Grottos. They're
Oh, that's like base game, right?
Yeah, actually, I remember this one from the normal version. The normal version is really easy, so
I want to solo
Let's
this
see.
one just because, to see if I can.
Yeah, this is one of them earlier ones that, like, way back when, I started trying, and they would skip, and I got so confused, like, where are you guys going? And I'd get stuck and why?
Ah! I'm
I did not
screenshotting
have
this.
a created dungeons way back when, but thanks to you guys, I've been doing dungeons a lot more now. So
You're welcome.
thank you.
I've never had someone write me a letter back before, and I'm so excited.
what in game?
Yeah, I sold a few things for Mike, and I sent his money as if I was like some sketchy broker.
Yeah, I love it. It's a great idea.
Little
I-
message, Ireland.
I used to do that on WoW with a buddy of mine. I'd send him mails. His character is called Spirit, and there's a place in Orgrimmar called the Spirit Lodge, and I made a whole story about how he was the proprietor of it, and I'd write reviews of my Spirit Lodge.
That's amazing! I love it.
Video games, very good.
You wanna light me on fire? I dare you. I played tag on lava.
Oh, these Murloc goblins. Yeah.
Somebody had fun in the recording booth that day.
Right?
Yeah, hey guys, what do you want me to do today? Well, what we want you to do is, I want you to just make a crazed panic noise, as if you were a little tiny scared goblin. Imagine getting that direction, I'd love it.
Just go nuts.
Yeah. Here's a microphone. Go crazy.
Man, I would love that job.
Don't be alarmed, it's just a giant, scary thing that hits things. It's on our side.
Kind of like this thing. Be alarmed. The field is actually to heal, I promise.
I love playing Nexus. It's like everything I do is a crime, and it's just... Cause you just... Yeah, don't worry about it, It's fine.
I love using the scythe to like heal myself.
Yeah.
It's like, I slice you to pieces. Drink your life essence. Alright.
It's not so bad.
Ooh, a heavy sack.
Nice.
Heavy sack. Oh, I got tar. Yay!
There he goes again.
You know what someone should do is make a whole bunch of goblin costumes and then just walk around a con as an ESO goblin. Just make the goblin noises.
Just please tell us to stop doing it.
Alright, let's see here.
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That's my move.
Anyway, you tell you.
Yeah.
I just hit him for 40,000 damage for execute.
Very nice.
Is that for real? Or is that a bug? What?
Pretty good. If a
Backpack.
debuff stack on them.
Let's see. I need to truly understand this class. I've read up a bit on it and I've socked all this stuff, but I don't think I fully understand yet.
What was the ability that you used?
Execute. Two-handed
Oh.
weapon.
Very
Mm.
nice.
Okay.
That sounds about
It-
right.
You deal a lot of damage, but it does 400% more damage to enemies with less than 50% health.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you basically just start spamming it, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, that's what I do with my, I think it's called Killer's Blade on my Night Blade.
Nice.
I was
And I keep Carver, which is like a bleed and a shield.
I was today was going through something and I on one of those execute abilities, right? Did like 53,000 now. Whoa.
It's big time stuff.
This is normal.
Yeah, I went back to that spot again, Mira, just to farm weapon skills so I could morph them, because I hadn't really used two-handed much. So I was like, well, I'll just go and get a bunch of XP off those mobs. Worked out. Morphed a bunch of skills. You get a good pull, you get between like 12 and 20,000 XP depending on the size of it.
Yeah.
And that was without the buff.
Okay.
more.
Oh my gosh, there's so many crabs!
I bet it's mud crab shit.
Doesn't Mary get angry when you kill those? Who just...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Right, you ready?
You can meet us at the other side of the drogues? We gotta pull the ones on the left so we can get up to us.
Here, let's get these. Yeah. Oh, ball of angry stabbers. Goblins have lobster every night.
Hit there. It's a really good spell.
Right. Rah!
You just love charging in there. It's awesome.
It's so much fun.
It looks really good. I'm gonna use it here. I've got a little bit of a charge.
Ooh. I'm not gonna lie. I've tried to find good places where I can take screenshots of me like leaping through the air.
Yeah, why not?
There's a one of the bosses in Skyrim. You can actually you get frozen in midair. So I try to I let other people fight him, and then I just try to make really cool jumps. And then get frozen in midair so I can take screenshots. I'm totally a useful tank. I just toggle off my UI and
It's not
go
falling.
nuts. Yeah,
Flying style.
exactly. Shatterclaw. Alright. Ooh! I got an antiquity Ashen
Nice.
Interface Gate. What's that?
Ooh.
I need to farm
know
for
what
that
it is.
ring. The mythic ring.
I feel like I'm about to fall off this bridge. There we go. I got hung on a little crypt there.
Does this one have ads? I think it does.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh!
I forgot about that. Whatever that is. Lightning field, yeah, just one shot me. Thanks. I'll try and look out for that. I need to change the color of my. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, uh-oh, I died.
I'm getting you.
Oh! Come here, buddy.
Got you.
Okay. Oh, we got
Heather as well.
Yeah.
You are a very angry bug.
That time.
Oh! Get back over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like it's coming. There you go. Mike's OP, survives it, insta-kill it.
I feel very good because I forgot to block the last lightning attack. It, like, didn't even take down like a third of my health.
Oh, she pulled me.
Do y'all use the add-ons that let you know when their boss is about to do stuff?
I only have that for one dungeon.
I don't, yeah, I probably should.
I've never used those either.
Stamina back here.
Sorry, I should have been using these orbs, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh,
Ah!
Sorry.
up your cooldowns. Got you.
Hey.
Whoa!
There we go. Right.
Take that, big thing.
By the ebony blade.
Sorry
this
for
is
the
it.
deaths.
We found
No,
the
no,
shrine.
we
Oh,
got
you're
it
fine.
done.
Did it?
I got light invigorating for the helm. What did everybody else get?
Here, I will.
I got a light sturdy.
Light sturdy. Mike, what did you get? If you're there. Is he muted?
Mike!
Hey, you know there's a button? It's called a mute.
Which helm did you get?
I already said it like 6 times.
You know I couldn't hear you.
Now I do.
Oh, I'm
It's me-
standing on the darkness.
Medium reinforced.
Medium reinforced.
If you want it, it's yours.
May I take that from you?
Yes, absolutely. Where you at? Where you at?
I'm just stood near where we killed the boss. Back here.
Alright.
Oh, the shiny orbs. Alright. See, I don't see any chests. Oh.
And Nero, you wanted a dungeon, right?
Yeah, what was that? Dark Shade? Let me double check.
Where's it
I'm
at?
down.
Or Red Gold Tower, but too.
I'm down if other people are down.
Wait. Hold on. I never took it off of them.
Oh,
Yeah, Dark Shade Caverns 1. I need that.
ooh,
Monster.
there's a weapon that drops at Frosthold that I'm interested in as well, and that doesn't even have to be vet. I don't think. Or maybe it does. Zogvin? Zogvin?
What's on the docket today?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. All right, I got one, maybe two more dungeons in me, and then I gotta go.
Alright, well, we'll do Nero's one next.
Okay.
I did just eat a Twinkie, so I gotta like burn the fat off, you know.
Right, so which one was it, Nero? Sorry?
Dark Shade Cavern 1.
That should count on vet, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Right,
just all of the 2 knees.
just selling a couple things here to free up some space.
In my opinion, what do y'all think? My opinion is there's no point in running dungeons not on vet unless let me say it this way. Unless all you're trying to do is fill a sticker book, there's no point in running the dungeon on vet.
I think, yeah, if you're farming quick skill points, filling the sticker book, or leveling, those are the 3 things.
Those are why you would run it. If you're trying to get a specific piece, I say run vet.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna, if it drops, it's gonna drop at a higher quality. That's my opinion, and I'm open to conversation on that.
I think you're right.
Oh, cool. Wow! Mark the calendars, guys. Oh
Ring the
crap!
bells. Yeah.
And Estrid is asleep, so there's no witness.
The tree, there's 2 women in chat. The tree does fall in the forest and make a sound. I can attest.
Where's my freaking? Oh, there it is.
Why would I want just... Oh, I see. Yeah, so... Let's... Right. Dark Shade Caverns. 1.
One.
Wait, hang on. Let me finish this real quick. Inventory. It's always fun.
Hey, can I get somebody's what do they call that? Merchant.
Yeah, my birdie's out right here.
Oh, the
bird's
bird.
right here.
You got another merchant?
Bargains and deals.
Yeah, I wanted to get one for this account. The lovely birds. Had to
Oh,
get,
you have multiple accounts. I was going to say that I swear you had more CP. That makes sense.
yeah.
Multi-boxing.
I could do it in Lotro. I cannot do it here.
So, I only ever played Lotro once. Oh, it must have been... Oh, I mean, it's many years have passed. The game wasn't very old when I tried it.
Alright.
How is it? Do you still play it now?
I haven't played for about a year and a half now. I just got really burned out. I played hardcore for so long. It's still alive. The game almost died, but then the company sold it to Standing Stone Games,
Right.
who is still making content. Like, they're still expanding it and making content. Yeah, it's great. I think there's only a couple servers now, but
Right.
because they used to have a ton of servers.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, it was when I played it, it was like maybe 2 years old. So, like, it's pretty busy. But I
But
just...
they've done a little graphics update, and
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Because I was going to say, how does it look these days? But that's-
It still looks old. It still looks old, but very much nostalgia-wise, still a pretty good game.
Awesome. Are we all ready for Dark Shade Caverns 1?
Yep. Ready.
Yes.
Oh, this is good. I've actually run some vet dungeons. I've been trying to get a group in my other guild, and I always come on at a time that just doesn't like work. And I've bumped into you guys now, and this is great.
Oh, we like having you on board, man.
Oh yeah.
I
I'm
was
just
saying to
saying.
Nero last night, like, it's funny how these things happen. Like, it's just random whisper about outfits, And Nero was saying like you were doing the Elsewhere event, and that's how you met each other.
N-
I just
near-
it's really cool.
Well, Nero and I were running Imperial City when we ran into Riss.
Yeah.
And that was, again, another random thing. It's like, hey, we're going to go beat up the world boss if you want to come. And we wound up not doing it. And I felt really bad at the time.
Oh my gosh, it was like such a chill night, and it was exactly what I needed, and I was actually just like a week out of like low-key breaking ties with my former guild, and I was just like really lonely, and I'm like, I just need somebody to play with, and it was so nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's just funny how that can happen sometimes. And like, it was just, you know, you said about my outfit, I was like, oh, yours is great. And like, you know, usually those conversations end there. I like it, I tell a lot of people I really like your transmog, or really like your outfit.
Yeah.
But I didn't know there was just something different. And I was like, well, why not? Especially, you know, you like, why did you join Voice? And I was like, well, we didn't always do that, so it felt appropriate.
Yep. You can just, I don't know, you can just like chill with people sometimes.
Yeah.
Ah! No, you don't need aid, you need to die.
Just execute those moves. I just got rolled into the back line and just started chopping them. It's got a good animation on it too, a spin move.
It's fancy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. I knew it, but I was like,
Oh.
I knew the stats, but I couldn't quite place the animation. But now I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's cool. I've never done a two-handed build. Eventually I want to switch away from I'm using a maul, but I think I want to axe long term. That's why I kind of want to run Frostbolt, because the set from Frostbolt actually has nice.
Gotcha.
Nice. So I think I just got a champion point as well.
Nice.
You get a champion point, and you get a champion point.
I didn't even. I should have put my scroll on. I didn't even do that.
Everybody, nope.
Experience scroll.
Oh, you just level your CP.
Yeah.
I stopped using mine because like they hadn't leveling just stopped, and then they expanded on it, and it's like yes, I can finally consume all these scrolls.
But yeah, because wasn't it capped at like 1200 or something? I don't know. What was it? There was an 800 cap at one point, wasn't
Yeah,
there? And then
it was like
Sounds like-
800 or 850 or something.
I remember that I got my 810 right before they changed it to this.
Oh yeah.
God, I managed to get there. I was like, yes, I was max level for a second.
I was there.
I had to like take notes on that campaign on that screen. It was just like it was just really confusing. Like, where is everything? So I actually got my piece of paper and like redrew it in cool shapes so I could figure out where everything. I figured it.
Well, I like that now. Technically, it would, like you said, it would take forever, but you can get. I mean, because there's some cool passive. And I was like, I'm leveling this one, but I want that one.
Outside of the gold and thing, one of my favorite ones is in the green tree. I do they add green tree. It's my favorite tree. All the way on the left side is that passive for the Blade of Woe.
Oh.
So much fun.
Oh wait, left side Blade of Woe. What does it do?
Whenever you use the Blade of Woe, it turns you invisible, and while you're invisible with that buff, you can kill with the Blade of Woe, and even if you're in combat.
Wow.
I love it. It's fun. So of course, the Blade of Woe only works on like humanoid enemies, and probably wouldn't work in a dungeon like this. But you find yourself like a delve full of humanoids or someplace like that, and you can just open the wall with the Blade of Woe.
Yeah.
And they're looking for you like, oh no, you can't see it. Every once in a while, it's like,
Imagine that. I was back up when we was cleaving through people with sword clubs in the sewers. But imagine an invisible assassin gutting everybody from the shadows. Okay, there's nothing you can do.
plus I got all kinds of the 3 stealth armor.
Oh,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Gallop Ray and stuff.
But like, I don't know if they nerfed it or something, but there for a while I could walk like right in front of things and they couldn't see me. It was.
I'm hurt. What the hell? I haven't-
Anyone else
Sorry, tell you.
notice how like the people that are in charge in these realms, they're always pansies and can't fight for themselves.
There's always some male dark elf. It's just an absolute dweeb. I feel like male dark elves just don't get anything done.
What are you trying to say, dude?
That's why I'm a lady dark elf.
Hey, outside of the ranks of the heroes, but, like if you're just like male dark elf working in Morrowind, you're no good.
Oh. I was like, where's that arrow coming from?
Did I know that you were a dark elf?
No.
I don't think I knew that. That behind the mask? That's why you wear a mask, because you don't want people to judge you.
Wait, are you actually a dark elf?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yes. One of us.
Like all 3 dark
One of
elves.
us.
Yep.
3 dark elves. Walking by.
What? What was that? What class are you?
Nightblade.
You're a knight.
These characters, they smoke.
Look, we're a full dungeon party, like D&D. We got it. Sorcerer, Templar.
Necromancer.
Oh yeah.
Always a pesky little necromancer hanging around. God, some of these abilities seem borderline overpowered to a necromancer.
Oh, and they've nerfed the necromancer too.
God.
I remember when it first came out, it just slaughtered everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, if I feel this strong right now, God knows how it must have been. Incredibly sustained. Great ults.
I like the sorcerer's got good sustain. They seem the whole time I run out of magic. I don't know what I'm doing different with on my blade, but it's all time out of state.
I feel like I could do Maelstrom Arena. Well, maybe not with the gear I've got, but like once I've got like a bit better gear, I feel like I can actually do it easily.
What gear are you going for?
I just crashed. No. What were you doing when the game crashed? Tanking dungeon boss. All caps. Oh my gosh.
We can
Okay.
just hold here. We just killed the boss. So.
You can relax. We didn't die.
I'm glad.
I mean,
I'm glad it was at least at the end of the boss's like. You weren't stuck like halfway through.
That would have sucked.
what I would like gear wise, long term, is
Drop those weapons,
is
murderer.
Reliquins in most of our main slots. But that's from a trial, so I don't know if I'll ever get that.
Suspected you were smarter than your
But
father.
Briarheart will actually. To be fair, I've got a lot of
You'll
Briarheart.
pay for
pieces
this,
in those.
Sargeant.
Well,
Briarheart's
you'll have to
a
catch me
solid
by.
set.
Yeah, I need to actually.
No.
My hands are blue. I need to upgrade those, and I also need to change the.
I'm trying to get the I gotta get stuff to get my stuff up to my rings, my jewelry. Get someone to
I can upgrade those for you if you get the stuff.
but they're bound to me.
Oh.
So basically I just need someone to get me a new set.
What
And-
rings are? What's your jewelry right now?
Reliquin?
I wonder. Keep an
Upgrading?
eye open on the gold vendor on the weekends. There might
Hunding.
have a Reliquin set.
Hunding's Rage.
Hunting? Okay.
I need I have a blue necklace, a green
Oh.
ring, and a regular white ring.
I can craft Hunding's Rage easy. Give me
Yeah.
the mats, and I can craft it.
Yeah, that's the tricky. That's the,
Yeah, I don't know.
Clara.
I don't know what mats I need.
So if you want to go all the way to yellow, it's going to cost you a lot.
oh yeah.
I can give you a list of the mats. I can set that up, and then
And getting
the
up
guild
to
house
purple
has
is
every. Our guild house has every table for every set. I don't know how much it costs them to set that up, but they've got it.
Is it the
It makes-
crafting house one?
Yeah, it's just like each table is. To be fair, I think there's a player. I forget the name of the name of the player. I should look that up. But he has a house that's open to the public that has every table. I don't know if he's still playing this. It might not be fully up to date.
But one of the first guild that I joined, actually, they a nice guild house. He doesn't play anymore. He gave his account to somebody else, and they renamed the account the Crafting Hall, and they
Nice.
tried to update it, and it's really cool.
All right, we ready?
I am ready.
They've even got the Mundus stone that happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, that's right. I need to pick up the. I'm missing my Mundus stone. Oh, silly
Oh.
me.
Oh, you don't have your Mundus?
No, I meant to go and get it earlier and totally didn't. I was in a rush to get on and got so excited. I need to go and get. So I'm missing a bunch of crit because I was gonna get Shadow. I think. Or was it Thief? One of the two.
So do I look at
I
that? Oh, there's just another way that you can get stronger. So if you're already strong, that's how strong you would get.
Right?
But did you know that those Mundus stones to put in your player houses cost 4,000 crowns each?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's wild. It's like $18 each. And there's how many? 12?
I think it was 13.
30.
This is at least 12.
Right.
Where is everyone?
We're
When
down
does
the tunnel.
Straight down the tunnel after the boss. You went the other way.
I did. I didn't go up. Like, what the heck?
Make sure I don't need
Mike is
I mean,
lost.
nobody should be able to run this fast. Like, it looks so silly.
Oh, is this that character that you was running circles around?
No, just just I find in this game you can go so fast in a lot of builds that it just breaks the game. It's so silly.
I got one of my characters. He's not really built for combat. I got max speed right through his spot.
It's wild. I'm wondering in the future if you know if they will like upgrade the engine of this somehow. I'd love like, they've done some graphical overhaul, but I'd love
I think they're gonna gradually keep doing bits and pieces as they continue their upgrades, because they have like upgrades planned for the next few years. Oh hey, a
Yeah.
chest!
because like there's a lot of the emotes that come out. The animation is really nice, but then your running animation is like broken because you go so fast.
Every so often, some of the dances will break, and so your legs will be like twisting in mid-air, like. Ooh, a master chest. Oh, come on.
Like this spell, it lights the place up a bit so
Ah,
you can see.
crap.
Yeah. Yeah, it needs to be a true Elder Scrolls game. You need to be able to get a flaming torch out.
You can. In this
Yeah, but-
game.
But can you also have a weapon?
At the same time, no. That is true. Unless
It's
you have
not
like
providing real light.
Alright.
Those red orbs you have, is that a memento or is that a spell?
That's part of my tank set.
Nice.
it's the ebony in there.
Yep, the ebony.
Yeah, it's the one that gives health. Blue and the green. I remember always just where those lights.
Ooh, that looks bad. Oh, he didn't like it. He just jumped right at me.
Feels bad.
Endeavor's reset in an hour.
Oh, I need to go and hand in that delve. You guys let me for.
Ooh, you got. Did you get your ticket for today?
No, I didn't. I've got to go and do the delve hand in before that happens. Which we're almost done with this one. It seems like so.
Yeah, there's this one, and then I think there's like technically 3 more bosses.
But you could port out if you want it, if you need it, and then.
No, we got 60 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get this done before I can do that. I wish I was a wealthy person, specifically so I could just throw crowns at my 4 skills. So what do you want to do if you're rich? You want to buy an island? No.
I
What
want to
about
like so hard.
crowns riding skills? Yes. That's the mark of a true rich race.
Right. Let's go.
I just want to be a part of the stream team, and then they can give me free stuff.
Put that on the application. They'll love it. This guy gets it.
You understand. He is already one of us.
You ain't gotta pay me. Just let me put your little sticker banner in my
I'll say
bio,
whatever
and
you want.
and we're
You're
good.
freaked out.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, there's 6 of us on my team that stream. So you do one, we gotta do them all.
It's only fair.
It's like poison. Where did you get poison from?
No, you come to me. Man, it would hurt, like, so bad getting slapped with those. Because they look so soft and nice. And then they have giant spikes on the end of their tentacles. Like,
Electrically charged.
oh. Just instant death.
Nine %. 3, 2, 0.
I hit him with a 34k at the end. Hey, yeah!
Finish him.
This build is great. I might main this now. No, I do love my DK. I'm definitely with the armor gonna tank this up. I know maybe an orc might be better as a tank race, but who cares?
Is that technically what they suggest?
Orcs are really good. Yeah, they get some sort of bonus for health, I think, or regen, something like that.
Yeah,
But
they get.
like,
It heals them quite a bit whenever they deal damage. Every 2 seconds, 4 seconds, or something like
I
that.
feel like I'm not doing like super hard mode trials, so
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
I see a lot of people that ask, like, which class, which race should I pick for things to be the. And you see different on chat, and I usually always answer something to the effect of play the build that you enjoy playing, because you will be more likely to get better at playing that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you gotta like the character. Like if you don't want an orc, which I mean I think that they actually look kind of cool. But if you don't want one, then don't play one.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm generating ultimate a lot. Definitely feel that.
See, I don't think I'm pulling ultimates as much as I normally do.
I think my DK gets a lot less. What's this guy doing super spins?
Yeah. I believe so, anyways.
Who were we playing when there was the three of the automatons?
Isn't that in like Guild Caller? Or is it? Oh, we got it.
Where are you? Gotta find you so I can pick you up. There you are.
He's still slashing. There he goes.
Come here.
I'm
Come here,
resing
buddy.
you.
Get out of the way.
Got you.
Here, Twilight. That scary wolf will heal. It's supposed to anyway.
Just dealing with that. That's 2 ults easy.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's because that clock takes so long. I really like the Nightblade Soul Harvest, I think it's called. It doesn't take ultimate to use, but the morph that I got on it, I think it's every kill generates like 10 ultimates. So I can get pretty good. And I kind of pair it with that champion CP where
Come here.
you kill my Twilight Academy. Notice. But I got that gives you health recovery based on.
Oh! He just
Oh!
tipped up. He decapitated.
You got him?
Just one shot.
Yeah, he hit me with decapitated swing for 34,000 damage.
Holy crap.
That was not very nice.
Oh! Run, Mike, run!
Try to hit you. Go Twilight. He's not stopping.
He is not stopping, is he?
But I got that CP that gives.
Sorry, I was a chicken and ran.
Oh,
Right.
you should absolutely run.
Yeah, I burned through a lot of magic even in the lines right there.
Yeah, I was at like half my health.
There we go.
Right. That is 3 vet dungeons left. I had character. Nice.
So is it Sentinel of Buku Gams that this drops?
Yes, that's the one I'm looking for.
And there is one more boss on the way out of here, if you guys want to get him.
Yeah, I mean, when it broke.
I don't think was that dropped yeah, it is.
Did anyone get the light on?
Let's just checking what I got here.
Oh, here.
I have medium infused.
Chat. Slash. There.
I got heavy.
Is
Divine.
that what you need?
That's
The light head.
Yeah, the light one. We got one more fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can test it then. Do you want to trade for the other half?
Whatever you want. Whichever works.
Where'd it go? Damn it. Because it gave me the heavy one. Let's see. Where is it? What is it?
Oh, that works.
Oh, great. Light heavy.
Yes.
Put it on. It's a little bit magic recovery, but it should go up.
Alright.
More importantly, it should be able to summon that spider that gives y'all.
Oh, yeah, when you heal yourself or an ally, you summon a Dwemer Spider that heals for 900 health and restores 120 magic and stamina every 1 second for 8 seconds.
That's nice.
This can occur once every 15 seconds. That's like some pretty good uptime. There's some really fun stats in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the here.
Oh, this guy.
Come on.
Get used to seeing it. To reread to make sure I'm understanding the triggers for it. Oh, there he is.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Ah.
He lit.
Where you, where you guys? Couldn't you guys see him?
So we bad.
He's just a bit taller than you.
Yay!
Darkshade Cavern Survivor achievement. What's that? Defeat
Oh,
all of them without suffering a death.
yeah, we did a no death run. Look at you.
But I died on that last fight.
I think that might be just for beating him.
It says, defeat all these people in Veteran Darkshade Caverns 1 without suffering a... Am I the only one that got the achievement, or did you all get it?
Oh, I got it too.
Dave Caverns 1 Survivor.
Where do you find achievements at?
Journal, and then the tab that says achievements.
Survivor, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's got.
Without suffering a group member death.
But I mean, I know that Nero died. I died. I mean, I'll take it.
Nobody tell them.
I'll take it. You know. I'm not
Oh,
really
hey, we got the
complaining.
Wayrest Sewer Survivor too. That.
That one we might not have died on, actually.
Yeah, we didn't have a death. We had a DC, but we didn't have an actual death.
Yeah, so that one's legit.
Look at us. That's so cool. Right.
So does this little thing only trigger in combat?
I think so.
Because it's
Yeah.
ain't hopping out.
Yeah, when you heal yourself or an ally. It must not be
Aw,
100% chance.
It is only in combat.
Well, that was good. Are we
Yeah.
done with dungeons or?
Great.
I think I'm done.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
When you ask for it to come out.
Yeah, I do need to get going. It's almost 2.
Well, I really appreciate that. I'm probably around tomorrow if you want to play. I'm up for more dungeons, or I mean, I think I have to go to Frost's Vault. I don't know if it has to be vet though, because it's just the regular set from there. I guess it should be vet because it'll be epic, purple.
Yeah.
I could use a set from White Gold Tower as
Oh
well.
yeah, I've never done that, so I'm up to going there.
Okay. Sounds like fun.
Oh, I'm gonna go back to Leowin and
And if y'all are up for a Skyshard Warbook run, let me know, because I was wanting to do one on one of my characters at some point.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that because I can. This character needs a bunch of sky shots.
All active leads.
Um,
Nest of Shadows.
I need to level 2 of my characters. I got a Magicka and a Dragon Knight. Stamina Dragon Knight.
I got level 45 to 50 last night in about 50 minutes at a spot Nero showed me in Cold Harbor. It was amazing.
Okay.
It was the spot I took you to, Mike.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I gotta go.
Golden-
We did 20 levels that night.
I was.
It was like
using
2 hours.
100%. It was great.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know what if I was using one at all.
I think you had a 100%. Or it might have been 100%. I don't think it was 150 though.
Yeah. Oh, I wanna do morph my
Requests your help.
freaking.
Oh, you still haven't morphed your pet into.
No.
Nice.
You should do that.
Alright.
Here.
Alright, where are we at? Alright, so I need to bring out the pet, right?
Bring out. So what you do in your collections, go to where the entry is for the mount, and all the items will be there in your collections, and then you hit like E on one of them, and it will combine them using the pet. Got my tickets for the day. Let's verify. Yep. I'm at 9 out of 12. Okay, so I can get a new bit of the pet again. Oh, I'm at 920 Seals of Endeavor because I got a weekly done.
Ooh.
The weekly was like kill 180 enemies with weapon skills. So when I was doing the farm, it in Cold Harbor.
I'm only 2 fragments away from the Vorplasm pet.
Oh yeah.
I'm one fragment now as well. I want that.
Is that the green blob?
Yeah, it's a green
Yes.
blob.
Yeah, I got that from that Murkmire event. It was the worst event ever. Are
Alright,
y'all
so
getting fragment in those boxes from this event?
Yeah,
I
I'm
got a
getting
couple of
fragments
them,
for
yeah.
I'm
Here you
getting
go.
fragments for some, yeah, I need one more. I need the compliance one. That's it.
Those aren't in Rune Box, though, are they?
No, they've been dropping in the purple Blackwood coffers for me.
Because I already finished that pet, so I haven't been getting any of them. I hadn't noticed.
I got the pet.
Nice. Mount.
The pet.
The pet. Da, 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 da. C'est active. Horse.
Right,
I'm sure expecting this little Dwemer spider to pop out more often.
It does kind of make it sound like it would happen a lot, but it seems to happen less.
A lot less. Unless maybe it's just like an in combat sort of a situation.
Alright, I
I mean, I
don't.
got it over here a second ago. I'm in town, but
I got 26 on
Hope we find
Dawn
something
keys. That
interesting
should be
today.
enough to try and get myself a shoulder item here. Was it 5 per chest?
yeah, I think so.
I need to do more pledges. Just really not been doing any at all. But we can start dungeoning. Especially once the event's over.
Yeah, the vents was. We didn't. That's what we normally did was dungeon. Oh, that looks better. Yeah.
Your timing is impeccable.
The Ivory Brigade
I put Miri on the mount.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I like it better on her.
nice.
I got Nest of Shadows uncovered.
Whoop whoop. Alright guys, well I am signing out. I hope you all have a good night.
Thank you very much for the dungeon runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
And like you nailed it on the head. At the event threw off the dungeon runs because we normally do the pledges together. Pledges and endeavors is usually what
Yeah.
we get together and run.
Oh
So-
god.
Oh
I
god.
just stole something by accident and people are yelling at me.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, how much money did I make today?
Where do you pay your bounty or do you just go away for a bit?
It depends. How high is your bounty?
92 gold.
Oh, I'd pay it.
And where do I go to pay it?
Unless you've got like a stack of stolen items on you.
Yeah. Go to the Outlaws Refuge.
Oh, I do have. I've got stolen lockpicks.
I have an add-on that actually tells me the difference.
Criminal. Ooh, that's Shadow Snake. Alright.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and sign off the stream. Y'all have a good night. Goodbye. Have fun.
Bye.
Farewell.
Good night.
I need to say good night. Good night.